guys. All right, I wanted to do a full look with you guys today. It's been so long and I have a lot to catch up with you guys on, and so I'm going to start putting makeup on, and we're going to do a look to a fall look, and we are going to be using a palette that I love. It's called Light in Your Eyes. Here is what it looks like. We're going to use probably these 4 shades right here, maybe a lighter gold, we'll see, or this one, I don't know, but these 4 shades for sure we're going to use to create our fall look. But first I got to get a little moisturizing on this face with the temperatures turning colder and my skin's taking a little bit of a beating, so I'm using the Tarte Drink of Water, or Drink of H2O it says here, hydrating boost on the face, and then I got some Ilmakiage, like a smoother after that dries, but let's get this on first. I hope you guys have been doing well. It's been a long time. I have posted on my other channel, my regular channel, Southern Yankee. I just haven't had a chance to keep up with this one. You guys know I coach in the spring season, baseball, and that took up a lot of time. I work full-time. I have the YouTube channel. I have 7 grandbabies, another on the way, and I have 5 children, so, and a fiance, and it's been crazy. All right, that's your quick update. But the more exciting one is that my daughter gave birth yesterday, and by the time you guys see this, hopefully she'll have posted, so I can put pictures in here of the baby, but right now they haven't posted yet, so if you don't see pictures of the baby in here, it's just because they have not yet posted, and I'm being respectful to them. So that they want to post first, which totally understandable. All right, I'm going to actually put, I think, a primer on my eyes for their shadows. This, like I said, this is called the Light in Your Eyes. It's a really, really great palette. It's got a lot of different metallics and shimmers and duochromes. I'm using, by the way, the eye primer by ABH, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the eyes. I'll use this whitens everything out. I actually have a really bad, like, I was up for 15 hours at the hospital without sleeping, waiting for the baby to be born, and I was in a pretty uncomfortable chair. The baby was born at 3:16, and he's a big boy. He is bigger than we expected because Kenzie wasn't that big, but she was 2 weeks late. So that kind of explains everything. All right, I'm putting this Ilmakiage, just sort of just, you put just a little bit in the areas where you have like bigger pores and stuff, and it'll like smooth things out. But you don't want to put makeup on for a while after putting this on. You want to let it sit for about 5 minutes. So we're going to move to our eyes and let this settle. And so the baby was 8 pounds 7 ounces, so he's a little chunk. We love him. He's so cute. And he came out kicking. He did not like the doctors pulling him out of there, and I guess he didn't want to come out. Kenzie kind of went into labor, I don't know what's going on here, on her own. She had some like fluid leaking from the sac, but the sac was like partially broke but not fully broke. I'm not sure. It took a little bit, and she had a time of it. So she's exhausted. They've got no sleep. I'm kind of letting her be. I may go up there a little bit later today and check on them and see how they're doing. All right, so we're going to start with Naive Melody on the eyes, which is this bright yellow here, and we're going to put that all over the crease. Let me bring you guys in just to the eyes. I thought I got everything off of my eyes, and you can see I've just got bags under my eyes, but we'll put some concealer on there because we're going to need it today. All right. This feels like it's a little out of focus. There we go. All right. So this shade, like I said, is called Naive Melody, and it's like a pretty mustard. It is also Robert's birthday today. So if we don't go out to eat, I'll be cooking for him in. We're not sure. It just seems like he said eating out just seems like a waste of money because it's so expensive. So I don't know. I'm not a great cook. He knows this, but we'll do our best, right? That's like all I can do. I can try to cook him something. Maybe follow a recipe or something. I don't know. He's kind of a meat and potatoes guy, so I want something kind of hearty. Or I could make a chili, like a fall chili. He might like that. Okay, that is a really nice, now obviously I feel like there's an extra light over here, so this doesn't look as lit up as it is. I don't know if I have a small light so I can light up the side. Hold on. Okay, I got one. And now I'm going to go into Feet on the Ground right here, which is like a olivey brown shade. Looks like a khaki color, but it's got a little more of a green hue. So we're going to really get that into the crease. I'm going to go outside of the palette for the upper eye just because I don't have a shade really light enough for what I want to do here. Well, I'll probably do that last, the top part. All right, before we go any further, that's kind of the base of what we're doing. But I do want to put on some concealer under my eyes, just because I've got such dark bags right now. I think this is super light. This is Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer, and I'm pretty sure it's like really like super light, but we're going to be going, we'll cover these up too. We're going to be going over it anyway with foundation, so I'm not overly worried. What I got going on over here? I got a bunch of little marks all over my face right now. It's just a day. Little prickles on my nose. All right. Get all these ones down here first, and then so this is like whites out everything. It's so light. I just ordered another concealer from Natasha Denona, and it will not be this light. This is almost like, I don't know, it's like white. But it's fine for the bottom here to get us whited out, and then we'll fix our base in a minute. KVD Good Apple that I want to use up. It's a little bit darker than what I would normally use right now this time of year, but I want to use it up because it's not going to last until summer, so we're going to use it. But it's really more of a summer color than a fall one or a winter one. This stuff has great coverage though. As you can see, I didn't use a lot, and it just spreads. It's definitely full coverage too, so if you have those days where you kind of need that full coverage, it's a good one. There. Got rid of Casper. My lips still look like Casper. We'll get to it. All right, let's finish up our bottom of our eyes. So I am going to go into a little bit of a darker brown shade. Actually, I'm going to use the shade Soul Sisters right here. This is a very dark chocolate, and this is a little bit of a lighter chocolate. We're going to go into that, but it's still pretty dark. I do have a rougher brush that's great for this as well. It is really little, like it's really little, and this is, well, I was going to tell you, but it's come off, the number came off of it, so if I can find it I'll put it in the description box. But we're going into that shade Soul Sisters, and we're going to just edge, because this is the medium brown and it's super dark. We're going to edge it and then we'll blow it out after. This is so great though. It makes it really, really easy to do that. Back into the yellow Naive Melody, the first shade we started with. And this, by the way, is a Luxie 213. If I can tell you the brushes, I will as I use them. I have so many, and some are ones you can buy, some are no longer available. Some I can't read because I've had them so long. I still got that Natasha Denona in there. I still have bags. There's nothing I can do about that right now, though. I'll just take this and kind of clean up the sides. Okay, and I think I do want a little bit of that Soul Sisters out in the outer edge, because I'm gonna just use like a dot of it. This is so pigmented, but I do want the depth in here. Like a really strong, like smoky eye today. Okay, now for the fun part, because we're going to put Home on and we're going to put Radiant Soul on. So Home is a beautiful, beautiful, let me swatch this and I'll swatch Radiant Soul. So Home is a beautiful chocolate brown, but it's got like a silver, look at that. Now I have very often done this all over the eye because it's stunning, but we're going to pair it with this beautiful fall shade that's sort of got the green, the yellow, the orangey peach, kind of colors of like a leaf on the inner corner. So that's the plan. Oops, my light's moving. Okay, so I think I'll tap it on with this. This is just a Faucouleur brush. It doesn't say which kind it is, but this is for that Home shade. I'm gonna just put it on with a brush, kind of loose. Right in here, right in the center, and then push it in the crease, just like that. We're not going to do this really strong because we want the other color to be that fall, to be a little bit more prevalent. Okay. Now we're going to go in with Radiant Soul, and I am going to use a brush, but I may end up using my finger, but this one's a very soft shade, usually pretty good with a brush. That's so pretty. I'm getting some fallout. Also, guys, this palette is still available. I haven't bought a lot of new palettes because it hasn't been the priority on my list recently. So here, I think you can see, well, I see like that orange here. I'm seeing a little bit more of that greeny yellow, but you'll see different shades as you move your head with this. Okay, now I'm just going to clean up at the top with like a white shade that is in, this is the Kenya Ontiveros Beauty. I think this came in a box, but we have this like white shade and we have this cream shade. Actually, I use the cream shade here. And we're going to put that right up on the brow bone. And sort of mix that with those yellow and green tones that we put on the eye. Before we finish off the eyes, let's get to our face a little bit. So I have a cream bronzer, Amber by ABH, and we're going to use that to start with. I'm just going to pounce it in. And this is a big brush. I think this is by maybe Elamar. I don't know. Let me look. Yeah, this is by Elamar. Gosh, it's been such a long time since I've done a makeup video. I'm gonna put this under here. And then I've got a Ofra Duo blush, which I've used the heck out of. This is a bronzer duo by, this was by Samantha March and Ofra, and this is in the shade River. And we're gonna put that and use that as more of a bronzer. And this is really gonna, oh, I did it too deep on the other side. That's okay, I'll fix it. I think it was still wet from that other stuff. Let's use our, blush, I've got this Rare Beauty, is it this one or this one? I've got two Rare Beauty shades. This one's a peachy one called Joy, and then I also have Hope. So let's swatch both of these. This one's Joy. That's the one I think I'm gonna use, and this one's Hope. Yeah, Hope has more pink in it, and Joy has more orange in it. So let's use that one. This is a beautiful blush, an absolutely beautiful blush. Now, you don't really need like highlight, honestly, with this blush because it's got its own little light to it, but I probably am going to put a little bit of highlight on, just a little. And I'm going to use the ABH highlight right here in the middle. Which is a nice one. Let's see if I can tell you what one it is. It's Metallic Strobe Powder Celestial Strobe Light by Hourglass. Because I kind of want that golden, more so than the peach highlight. I want the golden highlight for the fall look. Okay, let's finish our eyes and then we will move on to our lips and powder at the end. So let's do, here's my eyes. Let's get some liner. I have Melani Stay Put eyeliner in black on the bottom. And then we'll use the One Size Rusty Brown Waterproof on the top. This isn't very dark, so it may not show up great. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go off camera and finish. There we go. And then I've got the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes for mascara. I like this mascara. You can see the definition here on the side. Using Maybelline's lifter liner in the shade Big Lift. Uh-oh. And I think I have, yeah, okay. I have Tarte, sorry, not Tarte, a Too Faced matte. This was, I think, Sugar Cookie. I'm pretty sure this was Sugar Cookie, but it's from a couple of years ago and there's nothing on it anymore that tells me, but I think it's Sugar Cookie. They come out with like one new one a year in their fall like thing, so it's a pretty just neutral brown matte. All right, while we're letting that dry, before I put the gloss on, I'm gonna go ahead and powder. This is a no-name powder, and I love it. It's from, I guess it has a name. It's Mac and Andy, but it was, I think, from like Temu or something. And I think I got it because the package was so pretty, but it's actually a really good powder. It's got a little bit of color to it. You can, oh, it's so bright you can't really see. Maybe I can turn this off and you can see it better. Oh, please, if I find the button. It's got a little color to it, okay? Let me turn this back on. I'm just gonna powder my face with that. Set everything. All right, last but not least, I've got some beautiful, beautiful gloss I want to wear, and then I will come back with my hair my hair done and everything and show you final look. But this is the Major Glow Lip Shine by Patrick Ta. This is a stunning, as you will see, gloss for your lips. Look at that. Look. You can really see the glitter. I love it. Love it, love it. All right. Friends, I'll be right back. Let me get my hair done and I'll be back and show you the final look. Okay guys, here is the finished look, and I do have these cute little earrings. I don't know if you can see, they got like animal print and crystals, and they match my necklace right here. Both the earrings and the necklace came from my Park Lane, and they're in the monthly Sparkle subscription box, which I'll link below. They have different exclusive pieces. For $39, you get both the necklace and the earrings. Every month they send you something that's exclusive to the Sparkle box, which regular people who ordered just can't get unless they're part of it, and it's 39 bucks. So I'll link that below if you're interested in that. But to come in, here is the eyes. And actually, we can go closer. I do like them. I think it looks pretty. And then I do like the way the cheeks are looking as well. Everything turned out as I had hoped it would. So there'll be some more close-ups at the end for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've missed you guys. Hopefully things start to settle down. I mean, we have football playoffs going on for my grandson right now. The baby has been born. I mean, I have my son and my grandson living with me, so it's a little bit hectic. It's a little hard to do anything. I also got to film a Wannable unboxing and try-on, so if you like clothing, that's going to be up on the main channel, Southern Yankee. So I hope you guys have had a wonderful day. I hope you continue to have a wonderful day and a wonderful fall, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends.
Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.